Hello, art department parents, guardians, and students. Welcome. I'm Mr. Korb. I am teaching your students. We've got first semester, we've got art foundations, advanced drawing, and AP studio art. I am one of 3 art teachers we have in the department. We have Ms. Lisa Dukowitz, who is our photography teacher, and she's also teaching crafts and another class, second semester. And we've also got a brand new art instructor, Mr. Brett Roberts from UW-Whitewater. So please say hi to them all when you come on in. I'm handing out to, well, I shouldn't say I'm handing out. I appreciate all of the art students of mine for having purchased our art binder, which front page looks like this. And the reason we do this is because every single day, the routine in my class is to start with our daily goals. Now, parents and guardians, I encourage you, and if you look on the bottom of this YouTube video screen, not necessarily right here, but in the beginning or when you're done looking at it, there is a link to my goals page, and it is korbartwuhs.wordpress.com. And you can get to that by going through the high school website, and I encourage you to follow that website. There's a little button on the bottom side where you can enter your email address and click follow, and every day when I do updates, it will send you that day's update. At least that's how I think it works. So if it's not, let me know. But I encourage you to follow it because every single day you can see the goals that we're going to be doing in your students' class. You can see the artwork examples that I'm providing for them, and you can click along the side of the screen and see some of the work that they're making. So please follow along with me on that. If you have any questions or problems, you can also email me at fkorb@waterforduhs.k12.wi.us. And that information will be on my business cards, which I send home with all of the students, so you can get that information too. Our course focus is to challenge young artists to become an outstanding, hardworking, learned, and successful artist. Not everybody's going to be making art like they see in the textbooks that we read, or in the museums that we see, or even the work behind you, which is mine. You can see that stuff on my website. But to better understand how art is made, the elements and principles, each and every one of my students is guaranteed success. Absolutely successful art. So long as they put in the time and the effort and they come in with a positive attitude that I can succeed at making art. Yeah, mine's not going to look like the kids next to me, but that's okay. So long as I'm doing my best, I'm going to produce successful art. Doesn't necessarily guarantee an A, but if they can put forth all that effort and attitude, that's fabulous. We're going to take a look at the making of art, art history, art criticism, and even the aesthetics. Why is something beautiful in 2012, 2013, when in the 1950s it wasn't considered that? So we take a look at a lot of different aspects of art. Our assignments and grading. And if you want to look through this stuff, again, this is all in the binder your kids have bought and brought home, and students that you have in front of you. 50% of our artwork, or 50% of our grade, is based on our major artworks. 25% is based on the weekly sketchbooks, and 25% is based on your character, the use of time that you spend in the studio, your attitude, your effort, your leadership qualities, your responsibility and risk-taking. One thing I want to make clear to parents and guardians and students is it's important to finish your work. If it's late, I'm still going to take it, but I want you to understand that it's going to be deducted by 20%. If it's a day late, if it's 3 weeks late, and I am going to have cut-offs as to how long late you can have it, because, I mean, coming to the end of the semester and you turning in work that was done in the first quarter, it's incredibly difficult, and it's not really fair, but anyway, that's another story, and we'll get to that later. Rubrics. The way that we grade things in my classes is every project, well, most projects are going to get 4 different grades. you're going to get a grade based on 4 or 3 grades. You're going to get a grade based on the composition, so how well you arrange things in your picture plane or in the artwork. Your craftsmanship, so how well you, or rather it's called execution, but that really talks about the craftsmanship, how well you assemble the piece. Are you using the materials wisely? Are you applying your paints in the proper fashion, or are you dealing with the charcoal in the way that you're supposed to? We also deal with, again, that character grade. How well are you using your time? How smart are you being with how you're being a leader in the classroom? That sort of thing. And then the last one, which Art Foundations tends to not deal with, but all the upper classes do, is critiquing. And so we're going to talk about and study the art of oral critiques and the art of written critiques. When it comes to those written critiques, folks, we're going to be using a lot less paper this year. I have a technology plan in mind, and so everybody's going to be needing a Google account. You don't necessarily have to have a Google address, a Gmail address, but we are going to have access to Google Drive. So you can do it now, you can do it later, but once we start doing our written critiques, folks, and our planning stages, we're going to be doing that. We do have PBIS in the building, and they are the 3 B statements that we work with. Be respectful, be responsible, and be prepared. And I think if we can do all of that, we're going to have a great semester. I do have classroom expectations, which I'll be going through with the students in class, so I won't go through that. Thank you again for purchasing the binder. We've got our goal sheets. The other thing we do a lot of is a lot of self-evaluation in here so that you as students can now know where you are. So thank you very much for these 10 and a half, 11 minutes. Holy mackerel, I'll try to shorten it up in the editing process. And if you have any questions, please feel free to call me. Visit my website, log on to the goals page, and I look forward to a great year. Take care, folks. Bye-bye.